The views and opinions of the host and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Check it out, just move. If you got the nerve, lash out for your just desserts. It's not just a word. Some of y'all heads up in the cloud. I'ma bring y'all back to earth. It's black back to burn.
Talking Heads with Naughty is sponsored by Alive, BTC, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Dunkin' Donuts, Fine Threads, Island Wholesale, John's Department Store, J.S. Johnson, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, and Tropical Gyros.
Eye to eye with the enemy you sworn to shoot. Now I'm coming at your neck, sick of hearing something wrong with me, wrong with you. When the cheap just way too smart to question. The enemy, the brothers of a dark complexion. The governments of the world is shark infested. They heavy on weaponry like Charlton Heston, man. Look, it gets low, man. Low, what I'm talking about. Get it,
Talking Heads, the Monday, November 28th edition is on and popping. Happy Monday, everybody, and I hope you had a great weekend. And back in the chair we are. Last week in November, we'll creep into December this week. And then you know, the season is upon us. But we'll work through it together, all right? Yeah, man, we'll have plenty of good conversations getting us there. Today, like no other, we're going to have another good conversation. And it's the Albaco Report, so you know we're going to chime in with Albaco in short order. But before we get into that, you know, I got to hook you up. I got to make sure your mind's in a good place, okay? Yeah, man, because you're coming off a weekend where there's a lot of stuff popping off, a lot of things going down. So, you know, I want to have a good conversation with you. And in order to do that, I like to put your mind in a good place, in a good space. You know, get you out of that work run doldrum, that school run doldrum, so we got to have a good conversation. All right, so I got your brain teaser lined up. Here's how you chime in, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Text line's powered by BTC. That's 422-GR96, 422-4796. Stream us live. Take us wherever you want to go, GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. Cable channel 969, BTC Flow channel 612. All right? That's how you get it in. That's how you get it on. So, with that being said, what are we working with today? Let's see. I'm going to make it easy. I don't make it too hard for you. All right? Because we got lots to talk about, but I want to make sure your mind is working. All right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I gave you that question before. Yeah, we can't use that one. Okay, this is a good question right here. What famous actress once tried to hire a hitman to kill her? What famous actress once tried to hire a hitman to kill her? Which famous actress did that? You got between now and the top of the news in the 5 o'clock hour to get your answers in. What famous actress once tried to hire a hitman to kill her? All right? You got between now and the news in the top of the 5 o'clock hour to get your answers in. And don't get tripped up. All right, let's slide into your headlines. Who are what's making headlines in the 242? All brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. New arrivals in stock, man, after Black Friday sale, man. That was awesome. Got new stuff in new stock, arrivals in store right now, just in time for Christmas. Check them out online, finethreads.com, or pop on in to the flagship store at Top of the Hill, Mackey Street, or the Southwest Shopping Plaza location. But like I said, check them out online, finethreads.com. Do your shopping online, then arrange for pickup at any of those convenient Fine Thread locations. All right, Texas, I see a lot of y'all chiming in. Let me see what my first one was. Because I got rapid fire. Bang, bang, bang. All right. So I got my winner. The answer was Angelina Jolie. Yeah, she actually tried to hire a hitman to kill herself. Really? I don't know what's wrong with that child. She got issues from that time. All right, we got a winner. All right. And it's not Angelina Jolie. It's Angelina Jolie. And we got the answer. We got the winner. So all of y'all chiming in now. It's a little bit too late. All right, let's go to the phone lines. We got a caller. Let's go to the phone lines. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, what's going on?
Johnny, this line, but they don't seem to be able to get fixed.
Right. What number did you just dial? Try me on 325-4316 or 325-4259. All right? As we look at the headlines, who are what's making headlines in the 242 all brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. Big headlines in today's Guardian, blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News and Views at Madison's 1844. AG defends FTX handling. Any attempt to blame the Bahamas over FTX collapse is an oversimplification of reality. Pinned is shocked at the ignorance of some who say FTX came to the Bahamas to avoid regulation. Boy, posturing. That's all I can say. I watched the address. Nothing of substance. Just a breakdown, a whitewash. You know? And I really don't know where Mr. Penn is going with this. Because I think he's obviously frustrated at the bankruptcy proceedings. And for whatever reason, he now has an axe to grind with FTX CEO John Ray III. And listen, pick your battles wisely, Mr. Pinder. I mean, let's be honest, John Ray III, let's look at his credentials. He was the gentleman with the Enron bankruptcy. So this is not unfamiliar territory for him. If you look at the information that's been put out from the bankruptcy proceedings now, his presentation has been infinitely detailed, concise and thorough, with a complete breakdown of everything. And Ray was quoted as saying that as far as the bankruptcy crypto exchange FTX, he said the company had suffered an unprecedented and complete failure of corporate controls. Now remember, Ray has overseen some of the biggest bankruptcies ever. Like I said before, including the collapse of the energy giant Enron. He's got 40 years of this, restructuring companies. He knows what he's doing. And for someone like him, and I quote, he said he's never seen anything as bad as FTX, and I quote, never in my career have I seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such a complete absence of trustworthy financial information as occurred here. I don't know why Mr. Pinder is trying to shadow box against Mr. Ray. It's not too smart. All right? And the sad thing is, we've gotten more info regarding FTX from Mr. Ray rather than our own Attorney General. And I don't want to hear, well, let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Hey, thank you, Naughty.
What's going on?
Sparky with you. I mean, I'm trying to find out why y'all taking so long to fix the other number with the static thing, but anyway.
Man, why don't call some of your old contacts at that old place you used to work out and do a thing for your boy, man?
Christmas season, right?
All right.
You know, Christmas season, the last weekend in November, got one more day, two more day in November, and then everything got bust loose. They done say when John Canoe Shack done burning down. Hello?
I listen to Sharky.
I don't know if they could get their things back together in time to get the bait. But I'm a John Canoe enthusiast, so I'm sorry to hear that the fella's shack burning down. Don't know if it's arson or whatever it is. I hope that ain't one of them trying to come first. John Canoe is a wicked sport too.
So why you got to try poke finger at the Soxon indirectly?
Don't worry about that. The Valley Boys,
you all done retire? You
got everybody.
Hold on, you all done retire, right? You all done say you all ain't going no more, right?
Don't worry, we back. You remember COVID, everything done cleaned the slate and everything. We done get rid of Darien. We done get rid of COVID.
That's why I say you all was talking at the side of your neck and elsewhere too when you all say you all talking about you all retire, right?
I hope by time John Canoe reach, we get rid of What is KFX?
FTX.
FTX. Because, you know, I'm trying to figure out, man, when the people can tell us the truth about what's really going on. Because all day, every day, from Dwight come on in the morning till you come on in the evening, it's FTX. And everybody's saying all kind of things. When the people could really know what happened, but all these professionals we got around here who'd been off to school on this master's degrees with finance and economics and all this kind of thing, why we still confused of what really is the truth? What is the truth?
What bothers me is, Sparky, that
But they need to tell the people the truth. What's going on with the FTX and the Bahamas? But other than
and
that,
who's involved?
what I'm saying is, this is the little payday thing with national insurance and thing. You know, that's the 28th. So, you know, that's Macomb salad day. So I'm knocking up Macomb salad today, and you know, you don't mess up with the brown bottles.
Hey, well, hold on now.
No time. I'll tell you one secret.
Which gardens you living again, Sparky? You say you got Kong salad and brown bottles. It's not like I need to check you when I get off work.
Number 8 Pride of State.
Thank you very much. I'm writing that down now.
But look at Naughty, let me tell you something. I tell you a little secret, you know, I don't like to talk my business, but you know I talk up my business. But the Goblin getting ready to hit Bay Street.
Don't do it.
So the Goblin got to come up. Now, next week, when you see December the 1st come, I'm going to start getting my materials and things together.
Not the costume, though.
I'm doing one lap on Bay. This ain't like, you know, them people that's called it, they call it like 3 lap. Naughty, let me ask you a question.
You're doing one lap.
Around a track field is 1 lap around is 400 yards, right?
Correct.
So how they say 1 lap is from Frederick Street to Elizabeth Avenue. The second lap is from Shirley Street back to Frederick Street. And the third lap is from Frederick Street back to Rawson Square. They ain't no laps. They appearances, right?
Man, that's only
you go around.
That's only the route they make them take to confuse everybody, including the judges. That's why Valley could always been on score.
The Valley boys rushing. You rush from George Street. You go all the way around and you come back to George Street. And then you go around again and you go around again. They calling things laps where they ain't lapped now. See, I can shorten the lap now. I can leave from Frederick Street and I can head to Rawson Square. Because between Frederick Street and Rawson Street, I got about 9 million people waiting to see Sparky and the Goblin. I got hail the Prime Minister and the Deputy Prime Minister and the Governor General, and then I go back to the parking lot.
For the brown bottles.
I took my car, grab my Guinness, and I go home.
Well, anyway.
That's my 3 lap.
Well, thank you very much, Sparky. I might join you on that, man.
Watch out for the Goblin, everybody. They're coming.
All right. But thanks for chiming in, Sparky. We can look for the Goblin, man. All right. So let's continue with the headliners. All brought to you, of course, by Fine Threads. U.S. Senators call for DOJ action on FTX. That's Department of Justice action on FTX. Mitchell, Fred Mitchell, that is, Minister of Foreign Affairs, F&M blowing FTX out of proportion. Okay, maybe they are, but now what are you going to say about the world blowing it out of proportion? Because it's everywhere. Reuters, Al Jazeera, the Daily Mail, CNN, MSNBC. U.S. court documents are available online from the bankruptcy. What's going on? Why such deflection? Why such whitewashing? Why such pontification? And no real answers, except for what we're getting globally. Why such a hush-hush thing? And don't give me the subjudice, because the whole world is talking about it. And understand, they don't have the same rules we do. So we need to say something. We need to get in front of this. We need to be proactive rather than reactive. We're always the slowest ones in the room. By the time we respond, the world has already dropped the story, or their version of the story, and moved on to other FTX topics. And all the while, the Bahamas brand is getting bashed to pieces. Not cool. So we're suffering collateral damage over and repeatedly while the slapping up continues. We need better answers. We need more answers. Talking about the headliners, Watson, PLP to fully reimburse government for Bermuda trip within next 2 weeks. Well, Clint, you my friend, just let us know. Put out the press release when it happens and show us the receipts like Judge Judy says. Show me the receipts. I'm the boss, applesauce. Just show us the receipts that has been paid. Should have never gone through this in the first place. But at the end of the day, let's show the people that they got their money back. All right, Naughty. Ryan Pinder is trying to be famous, bro. He came on TV and repeated the exact same information from the newspaper. Fake shock and outrage. Wasn't impressive at all. Naughty, 5 years is a lot of time out of someone's life. That is the sad part about emotional voting. Indeed. All right, and that's just some of the headliners blazing up the pages of the Nassau Guardian News and Views at Madison's 1844. Grab your copy today. And like I say, we'll slide into the buzz, all brought to you, of course, by John Shoes right now, and new arrivals in stock right now. New arrivals and new releases every Monday, both John's locations, all right? John's Plaza Carmichael and the flagship store over there on Rosetta. Ladies, go check it out. New arrivals right in time for the Christmas. And don't forget, they now have small home appliances and cookware available at John's as well, in addition to all the goodness that's going on. So be sure to check them out, both locations, John's Plaza Carmichael and the flagship store over there on Rosetta today. And remember, John's, serving you is a pleasure. All right, as we slide into the buzz, and you know everything buzzing is FTX related. Naughty, the PLP had that big ball the other day trying to raise funds to pay back the Treasury for borrowing the Bahamian people money from Bermuda, eh? That's what you say. That's not what I say. But I don't know, how much did they really raise from that, though? I hear the turnout, well, the numbers wasn't too good on that, allegedly. So, the buzz continued to be in FTX. You know, I look at the situation last night, and a lot of people seem to be of the same persuasion right now. There was not a lot said. We're still left wanting answers. We're still left wanting, you know, how we're supposed to move forward on this. How do we get ahead of this? We're playing from behind. A lot of people see that. And no matter how you try to pontificate and posture and grandstand and whitewash, at the end of the day, this is global. The information is there. All right? And I'll be honest with you. It's a very sad situation that John Ray III, the FTX CEO, the new FTX CEO, is giving us more info regarding this situation than our own AG. Let's go to the phone line. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this?
Hey, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I was thinking to call, but you made me laugh.
Thank you. I still got it, I guess. What's going on?
Everything's good. Did you say Ryan Pinder trying to be famous? That's what you said?
But that's what the texter said, man.
So you trying to be famous?
Well, I mean, everybody look like they're looking for their photo op in this administration, all right? Let's be honest.
But on a serious note with FTX, right? Mr. Ray, right?
Yeah.
Some of his filings, if you could file anything in the court, you know, and tell the other side put their case forward. Your
Right.
case always look better. So that's why all the matters are before the court, and the courts will sort out who right and who wrong.
No.
In the court's view.
Right, and that's fine, but I'm talking about his report in general. The
Yeah, but
infinite
that's
detail.
You heard what you said? His report.
Okay.
His report.
Right, now you're going to, okay, now
Some of the
this,
things what he said early on, that the government seized FTX assets, that wasn't true. The government of Bahamas didn't do that.
so who sees the
Early,
Securities, right? Securities Commission, right?
Yeah, but...
Now, where does the security,
technically,
not technically. Where does the Securities Commission fall? Under whose
technically,
portfolio and whose watch does the Security Commission
It's
fall
the
under?
government of Bahamas, but...
Broad stroke there, brother, broad stroke.
When you go to court, in
Yeah,
the court right now, where he filed in Delaware,
right.
okay, he's saying some stuff that is not accurate.
Okay, listen. I get your deflection, and I
No,
see
it
you.
ain't no deflection.
No. Let me finish now, because
Yeah.
you're making your point, and I see you seeing this through possibly yellow-colored spectacles. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, sir. See,
All right.
that's the problem right there.
But now I want to say this.
Everybody,
You thumbing your
likes to throw
nose.
labels, right?
Stop.
Everybody
You
likes to throw
thumbing your
labels on
nose,
people,
though,
right?
at a man who handled the Enron bankruptcy and has
So
over
what?
40
So
years
what?
of
So
doing
what?
this.
So
So you're
what?
not saying, because,
So what?
all right, so So based
Because
on
he
your
handled-
theory,
because he handled a couple bankruptcies.
the
and
man
things
knows
right
what he's
for
talking
everything.
about.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he knows everything that he's speaking about.
All right,
First and
then why?
foremost,
Okay,
the
then.
FTX that is what is incorporated in the Bahamas, not
Uh-huh.
even a part of the bankruptcy what they got going on right now in Delaware.
I didn't say it was. I was saying
okay, so-
the man who he's
so-
going after. Now you got to, if you're going to listen, then you got to understand what I'm saying. The AG shadow boxing with John Ray III is not a good look in my book.
That's your book.
Okay, and in your book
And
you think
everybody's
this.
opinion.
All right,
I
and
don't
you know,
think he's shadow boxing. I
and you
don't
know,
think he's shadow boxing.
and you know what opinions like, right? They like
the-
bungios. Everybody got one, and nobody
exactly.
believe they stink.
The liquidator is representing the Securities Commission over here in the bankruptcy. They representing the
But again,
Securities Commission. Okay,
you-
they're the ones who actually doing the representation
But
in the courts.
we're not talking
The
about
Attorney
that.
General isn't doing that.
We're not talking about that though.
So the Attorney General is in shadow boxing with Mr. Ray.
Yes, he is. Because
No,
by
he
him saying any attempt to blame the Bahamas over FTX alas is an oversimplification of reality.
And I agree with him.
And the ignorance of some who say FTX came to the Bahamas to avoid regulation. Come on.
I agree with him.
So
I agree with
why
him.
did they come here? That's why
I agree with him.
and that's fine. You can't agree with him. I disagree with him, and that's where me and you agree to disagree.
Why do investors come to the Bahamas to try and make money? I mean, you know,
All right, okay. And you speak of investor. Okay.
To make money.
Okay, talking
Correct.
about investors, let's look at investors then. All right, because
Okay, yes, sir.
he's trying. I give you your credit for that. You swing hard. But let's look at this now then, since you want to talk investors, right? Robert Vesco, Joseph Leda, the Shah of Iran.
But
No, let me finish.
No investor, though.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. He wasn't no investor, but he was paying to play, right? Because he was on the lam. He was on the run. All right, so don't pass it off to make it right to this part of the game. It's still wrong. So
part of the game.
let me finish. Don't interrupt now. Let me finish because the list's long. Let's start again. Robert Vesco, Joseph Leda, the Shah of Iran, Hirachi, Nygaard, the Wise Fish Brothers, the Pirate of Prague, SBF, Prague then, fine, Prague, tomato, tomato. If I probably say Gazini, you'd say Kozny, just to be argumentative. It's all good. And now don't forget SBF and don't forget Billy McFarland. And what is the one common denominator about all of them? Same administration on their watch, same situation, same pontification, same and so what? And you know what gets damaged in all of this? Hold on, you know what gets damaged? Us, the brand of the Bahamas.
But we still is bounce back, brother. All them things you go on, and we bounce back.
No, sir. You know why?
bounce back?
Because we
You
have
never bounce back?
we have a reputation that precedes us. And again,
we
the
ain't no
global
people from another
community,
country with reputation, brother.
the global community is now vehemently reminding us of what they think of how we do business.
Let me ask you a question. How many?
Yeah, you called the other day
How
with this.
many
How many
investors?
tourists stop coming and how many
Right,
people
how
stop
many
investing?
investors pull
Come
up?
on,
Right.
that's pontification and you
That
know
ain't
it.
pontification,
That is
brother.
pontification because you by
That's how
trying.
you measure. That's how you
Right.
measure. if
So your
damage is
tourism,
done.
you
tourism
tried to throw tourism in there the other day too. So let's throw that out.
Tourism part of it too.
You throw that out. No. That don't apply here. Because we ain't talking tourism. We talking.
Why would you want to visit a corrupt country?
Why would you want to do business with a corrupt country? Why
All
would you want to do
visit.
business
All visit.
with a country
All visit.
whose AG can't speak to it itself and grandstands and hides behind sub judice while the world drags us through the mud?
But we can't stop the world from dragging us through the mud. They been dragging the bounds through the mud from I was born, from I know myself.
That don't make it
Stop
right.
from doing-
Yes,
Yeah,
we
but
can
you
stop
can't
it.
stop-
Stop
How we
making the
somebody
same
from
mistakes.
dragging-
Stop the
How we
corruption.
stop-
Stop the nefarious dealings that we have with these foreign investors that are shady and unscrupulous.
But
yes,
you
we
have
can.
evidence.
So
You
that's a
have
weak.
evidence.
That's a weak
You
reply,
have-
bro.
hold on,
That is
hold on.
weak. Come
You
better
have
with your reply
evidence.
next time, man. Come better with your grandstanding for the PLP and for the deflections. Okay, really. We can't change it. We most certainly can change it. Hold politicians accountable. And stop putting foreign investors with nefarious past in front of Bahamians to benefit off this country and leave us holding the bag of you know what and the bill. Let's go to the break, Mr. Producer. Time to get to the first one. Caller, I'll pick you up on the second side of the break and we'll finish it. Listen, there is no way that you could defend what I deem as the indefensible. The checks and balances weren't done. We didn't vet properly. None of that. And to hear, for lack of a better word, idiocy, like that's our reputation for years. We can't change it. Absolute idiocy. You've accepted mediocrity, and you're doomed to failure now because that's what you accept. Caller, you could keep swinging, you could keep calling, but you got to come better than that. Mr. Producer, let's go to the break. That just putting party colors in front of country. I'm sick of it. In instances like this is what really boils my blood. That you got denied oxygen in the wound, blind minions. And when I say that, blind minions, just they can toe party line blindly, regardless if the country goes to hell in a handbasket thanks to foreign investors that are nefarious who they caught it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's the wrong talk show to come with that junk. We can matumbo that every day. Get that junk out here. Not today in this house. Let's go to the break, Mr. Producer.
J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents are the best. Reliable service, we've been on the scene, protecting since 1919. J.S. Johnson Insurance has the test. You'll always cover me. J.S. Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
When I had got prostate cancer, my family didn't know if I was going to live. At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, within days, I got an appointment. They presented me with treatment options, and we set up a robotic prostatectomy. When my scans came back, there are no signs of cancer. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a part of the family. I'm going on with my life. It's a real gift.
Call us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
Dunkin' lets the good vibes flow with their new Blood Orange Refresher, bursting with flavor. Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers balance bold, sweet blood orange with tart cranberry and a hint of fall spices for a fun twist on a much-loved flavor. Served over ice with either green tea or coconut milk, Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers are loaded with B vitamins to keep you feeling renewed and refreshed. What are you waiting for? The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. And right now, just got to remind you that all the drive-thrus, KFC, open and frying until midnight. All right? So no excuse for you not to get your finger licking on. Open and frying until midnight. All KFC Nassau locations, all right? Don't forget that. Just check the text lines real quick, and then we're going to go to Abaco. Naughty, Brad Davis believe we stupid. We won't know how much of them are involved with this FTX or how many of them have digital wallets. We'll only know if their wife and their children order or they have a sweetheart and it comes out in a divorce. You know this administration can't be trusted, Naughty. The truth is not in them. The truth is not in this New Day government. Davis and his merry men all about friends, families, lovers. Here's the next one. Naughty, don't waste time on apologies for the PRP. That caller will say anything out of his mouth to support Brave Davis and the PRP. They are nothing but political douchebags, a waste of time. Yeah, I'm just reading the text, man. I'm just reading the text. Here's another one. Naughty, the PRP had that big ball the other day trying to... don't argue with that caller, Naughty. Dude is on daily trying to defend that FTX drama. He's trying to make the Dog Day crew look good. I am a PRP. I agree with everything what you're saying about my party. Everybody know it. We have too much hoggish political douchebags in the PRP, and they don't care about no one but themselves. They're only in it for their lovers and friends and to get rich. All right, let's go to Abaco. We slide into my Dunkin' Donuts coffee break, and remember, up until December 12th, get that Blue Donut combo, the Blue Donut, the medium coffee. You're supporting Rotary Clubs International and Rotary Clubs of Old Fort Bay at your favorite Dunkin' location, all right? Let's get down there to Abaco. Joining me via Zoom, I got Roscoe Thompson. Roscoe, I know you're busy today, so we're going to make it quick today, but we're going to have a full show next week with everybody in-house and everybody bringing it from Abaco because we got lots to talk about. But what's the latest down there in Abaco, man?
Just the same old, man. Just the same old. Still trying to wait to hear on clarity if they're doing this extension or what's going on with CSRS.
I don't get the extension case by case basis though. I think that's going to cause a bigger backlog.
Anyway, it seems that they know what they want, what they're going to do. But yeah, it's gonna, it leaves that opens that door for, I got a couple people that I'm dealing with to try get them an extension. So, and it's very hard because we don't have a CSRS office over here. So how do you go about it? The only way to go through it is through your MP right now. It's disheartening, man.
I know. I could hear it in your voice. I could hear the frustration in your voice. Every time I talk to Abaco, I can understand the frustration. People have reached out to me on social media. When is this gonna actually change? When is it gonna swing? When is Abaco gonna get a break in all of this?
They're not. I honestly believe this administration is not going to give Abaco a break. And
well, then in turn, Abaco will not give this administration a break at the polls in 4 years.
Oh, you could rest assured of that. The writing's on the wall as we speak. The people remember this. Just as they remember, as an anti-vote against minutes. I mean, most people didn't come out to vote here. It was the lowest turnout in percentage. It was, this administration's got to realize they kind of won an election by default.
Yep.
Only 40% of the Bahamian public came out to vote. And usually we have anywhere from 88 to 94% come out to vote.
I tell people, a lot of people laying in the cut, man, waiting to spring out this go round. Because a lot of people just getting disgruntled and realize that their vote matters.
Naughty, like I've said on this show over and over to you, we lost a year and a half because of COVID. Give us that time back. This administration doesn't believe in that, man. They believe in right now trying to get everything they can out of Abaco. I heard the MP state about, second homeowners taking advantage of that. I have an area of Eastern Shores that does not even have running water yet. That is our second largest second home rental market here in Marsh Harbor. And we have six homes that have rebuilt out of 55.
Wow.
I mean, come on. So what are you going to do to those people that want to rebuild back there? You're going to tell them no? You're going to say, oh, you got to now pay duty and VAT on your stuff? What about the NGOs that are still here helping? You have GER3 that's here assisting people. Where are they going to buy their stuff duty and VAT free? How is the government working on that to help them out? Or other NGOs that are here, IDEA Relief and other people. How is that being handled? And mum is the word right now.
Mom, it would at least be a word. We haven't gotten any word on a lot of things. And that's what I'm starting to see, that this administration has gone from administration of photo ops every opportunity they get to mom's the word. And silence and deflection.
I even looked at the headlines today about, with Clint, and he's a friend of mine, Clint Watson, saying about,
they'll good people, man. But
the government will pay I'm local government over here. Do you know if I went and took money from local government here in Abaco, what would happen to me?
What?
And say, I'll pay it back in 2 weeks?
What? Blowing stories all over the place. Phone blowing up. Naughty, talk about your boy Roscoe now. What you think now, Naughty? That's how they go.
Exactly.
It should have never happened in the first place, okay?
Right. Right.
Period.
All the people in Abaco are asking for is clarity and to give us what is due to us. You know, you can police it, you can do what you want, but give us the duty and VAT free. Give the people the break that they deserve. We didn't have 3 years of duty and VAT free, as people say, because we lost. People are just finally have money in there to even buy a car. You know, I have one person that just messaged me today that, Roscoe, can you help me get my extension on my car? I finally have money to buy a car. 3 days before VAT expires and duty expires and the CERS order expires, they just finally have money to buy a car from 3 years ago, Naughty, because there were other priorities in their life. This administration, you know, we talk about the previous administration being, you know, default and, you know, issues and causing didn't handle Abaco right. Well, this administration has done a lot worse. At least we had clarity on the duty and VAT issue under the F&M. Under this administration, we have no clarity. We can't find out nothing. Have you heard anything in the House? Has an extension been granted? There was talk of 30 days, nothing.
And there's still no talk though, Roscoe. That's the whole situation. I mean, people want to hear it from a information standpoint, just who live outside of Abaco. People in Abaco, they are relying on it for survival and to move forward. And they can't get a word edgewise from anywhere. And the MPs, I cry shame on both the MPs, you know. Nothing.
You know,
they had a lot to say. They had a lot to say prior, but nothing now.
Boy, it's amazing how a party, you know, how they, I guess, can hush you real quick, eh?
Always.
They call tote the line.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what it appears to me. 6 more than your name called.
You know,
and that's not right. Naughty. It's not.
It's not me. It's not me that needs duty and VAT free. You know, I'm straight, but Abaco in general, the people are still struggling to get back on their feet from Dorian, and that's all the people of Abaco. And I could even say East End and Grand Bahama are asking the government, you know, give the people what they're just due. You know, quit with this dilly-dallying around. You're not even making it clear on what's going to happen. It's going to expire in 3 days, 4 days, 3 days, and that's going to be it. That's my belief. The government's just going to, you know, go about their business.
I usually in 3 days, you're just going to let it ride after that and pay no mind.
That's what I believe is going to. I mean, I'll still make noise, but I believe that's what's going to happen. I think that, you know, it's now, and that's where we got to keep it in the front, you know, of the politicians in Parliament. They
got to be held accountable, man. They campaigned on something that they're not delivering on.
Well,
and they need to be held accountable, Roscoe. I mean, Abaco needs to rebuild. It's not like you're not dealing with issues. I can understand if it was just everything was copacetic, everything was in order, and you all was making noise about something. That's different.
Yeah.
You all got every valid reason to be absolutely ticked off, for lack of a better word, over this.
How many, you know, Naughty, and I have respect for Alfred Sears, but how many committees do we have to form to deal with the shanty towns?
Well, I got worried, man. When I heard he was on that shantytown committee, I got worried. If you should see the potholes in New Providence, you should see the critters and the trenches in his own constituency in front of his headquarters.
I will do a video for you of going south and north and in Marsh Harbor. You should see the craters and what we have over here in Abaco. And no lie, Ministry of Works has 2 people that can go out and patch. That's it. 2 people, Naughty. 2 people.
Unbelievable. Text coming in. Naughty. It's so simple and easy for Prime Minister Davis to help the people in Abaco. It is easy. It's not hard to do. He is the Minister of Finance. He is a poor excuse for Prime Minister and a big disappointment. What a disgrace. What a letdown. Lot of, you know, buyer's remorse. Here's another one. Naughty. Abaco is rich, bro. North Andrews been mashed up since Hurricane Matthew. The bank never had money or the ATM broke down. The PLP promise was a bank would be there in a month. 14 months later, and we flying to town for money. Oh, Lord. So now we got to make Wednesdays Andres Day. Hey.
Boy.
So
I'm telling you, no,
Abaco on Monday, Freeport on Tuesday, Andres on Wednesday. Texter, let's make it happen. My God.
Listen, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't think our country could go any worse than what it was before, but the direction we're going, you know, God help this country, my brother.
Hell in a handbasket. That's where we're heading.
Big time.
I hate to say it. I'm not proud to say it. Don't want to say it, but that's what it's looking like.
You know, look at the new act that a lot of Bahamian people don't even know about that was passed recently in Parliament with the CDL driver's license. You know, that the drivers, all these.
I mean, that's crazy, and that hampers the whole fire department in Abaco.
We got all our fire departments here are volunteer. None are manned by the Bahamas government. It's all volunteer. So you're telling me now we have 10 or 15 drivers in the Marsh Harbor Volunteer Fire Department that now we got to come up with over $10,000 to train those drivers. Some of these people, even including me, I've been driving, you know, when I worked for Bahamas Waste and when I worked for Abaco Waste, you know, driving trucks. I mean, what about the people that have been driving trucks for 30 years and 40 years?
But now you gotta look and see, you know, and connect the dots why that's happening and who's making off of that.
Well, you connect the dots and you let me know. I'm pretty sure I could tell you, but I can't say that.
Well, I can start trying to connect the dots, and once we know what time it is, then we'll confidently connect the dots.
Yeah, but I hope this administration does something, Naughty. They gotta, otherwise, when the people go to the polls in 3 years, you know, people are going to remember what they did to Abaco. You know, promise is a comfort to a fool, you know.
On another note, Roscoe, I need to check on something. I hear there's a Greek American fisherman coming over from Florida and set up over there too, running charters and all kind of stuff out there allegedly, without the proper paperwork, without the proper licensing and all of that. And then you go on the Instagram page, and it's all over the Instagram page bragging about, you know, all the fish he caught in the 242.
Why you don't send me privately the link to that and let me look into it?
I shall when I get off here. I have several complaints on that. And you know, when Bahamians are being displaced, I got a problem.
I mean, you aren't the only one.
So
listen,
go ahead.
There's a right way to go about things, and and I will always tell you, you have two options. You either could get approved or you could get declined. And you always have an appeal process if you are declined. You know, there is a right way to do things. And that's what I try to tell people to do. And I tell, if you get declined, you have a right to appeal. You know?
Yeah, so it is what it is. I mean, we're here again where people want to, you know, not follow it through. And like you say, there is always an appeal. A lot of people fail to realize that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, but Naughty, what do you do? I mean, Abaco, the only thing I know for Abaco to do now is to, you know, to everybody to come together to put politics aside. But you know that's not going to happen. And march. You know,
a lot of people will refuse to put down party colors for country. And that's what really, you know, kills me.
Well, I hope, like I say, they got 3 days, so we'll know next week, Monday, how things are going to be lining up with the SIRS order. But I have a feeling that it's going to be, mums could be the word.
Yeah, a lot of mums, mums. So yeah, well anyway, we got to get to the break, Roscoe. I appreciate you as always, man. And definitely chime in Monday, full slate on Monday. All right.
Yep, we'll
get the whole crew.
Might have some other people from different districts on next week, besides just Marsh Harbor, so they can express their concerns like Hopetown District and, some other areas. So it just won't be Marsh Harbor.
All right, man. Well, glad to hear from you, man. And, we'll talk again soon on Monday. Be safe in regards to everybody down there in Abaco, all right?
All right, bro. You too.
All right.
Safe.
I got a couple of texts before I get to the break there, Mr. Producer. First and foremost, Naughty, the government's not worried about being reelected. That's why they're letting these shanty towns grow. Much votes for them. They laughing at us. Naughty, follow the money to Marathon. Boy, you smart, Texter. Boy, Texter, you smart. Just don't drink the water when you get there. Naughty, I hate to say this, but Bahamian people are gullible. We accept mediocrity and slackness. Sad day. We got swung again by this administration. All right, let's get to the break, man. And on the flip side of the break, we're going straight into the news. And just a brief reminder, all right? Got to remind you, because I don't want you to forget this. The Island Game during the month of November, you still got a couple of days left. The Island Game will host their thankful free entry spinning tournaments every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 4 p.m. All Island Game patrons will be eligible to participate in this free entry tournament with a $1 rebuy option. Each tournament will be a standalone game with 53 winners per day and $2,000 up for grabs. For more information, check out the Island Games website, theislandgame.com. Quick break, flip side of the break. We're going straight into the news. In the 5 o'clock hour, we'll be talking sports. Keep it right where you got it. The Monday, November 28th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
Dunkin' lets the good vibes flow with their new Blood Orange Refresher, bursting with flavor. Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers balance bold, sweet blood orange with tart cranberry and a hint of fall spices for a fun twist on a much-loved flavor. Served over ice with either green tea or coconut milk, Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers are loaded with B vitamins to keep you feeling renewed and refreshed. What are you waiting for? The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' lets the good vibes flow with their new Blood Orange Refresher, bursting with flavor. Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers balance bold, sweet blood orange with tart cranberry and a hint of fall spices for a fun twist on a much-loved flavor. Served over ice with either green tea or coconut milk, Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers are loaded with B vitamins to keep you feeling renewed and refreshed. What are you waiting for? The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
No matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
It's time to say hello to finger-licking good KFC bites. KFC chicken bites are freshly hand-breaded bites of premium white meat, seasoned with the Colonel's original recipe of 11 herbs and spices. These boneless KFC bites are made by the fried chicken experts and include your choice of mango habanero, buffalo, barbecue, honey mustard, ranch, or special KFC sauce for that grown-up taste you'll enjoy. Dip, dip, hooray! KFC bites, it's finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. Whatever the occasion, John's is confident you will find what you're looking for among our always growing collection of amazing and trendy styles. We cover women, men, children, the whole family. Together with John's great prices and helpful and friendly customer service, your experience in shopping with us will be time well spent. Too busy to come in store? Shop with us online. www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances. So come on in today at John's, where we put fashion at your feet.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Talking Heads. The Monday, November 28th edition continues right now. We're up into the 5 o'clock hour, and you know we talk sports in the 5 o'clock hour, and we will get to that shortly. But, you know, we got one of our big sponsors here, and they got a great promotion going on. And no strangers to the show. I'd like to welcome from Carter Marketing, Mr. Mark Carter, no stranger. And I won't teach you about your Commanders this year because you told me they don't have a football team, but recently looked like you're back in it.
Excuse me. I choose to identify as a Redskin, and I think you should respect
Right, yeah,
that
a
because
Redskin too.
I am not using that
commander.
name. No.
But
I don't know who that is.
But
Okay?
listen, early in the year, you all thought you was in the doldrums, but look here, 5 or 6 wins in a row could be the NFC East have 4 teams in the playoffs.
Well, you know, if you lose Carson Wentz as your quarterback, it's a good thing.
But yeah, talking about good things, man. Right into the holidays, I'd like to welcome Aldira Beckford from Burger King as well. How's on our Burger King hat today?
Yay!
I prefer the Dunkin'
Only
Donuts
Burger
hat,
King
but that's
hat.
all right.
Knew it.
You know, I used to shamelessly throw it in there. But this is an awesome promotion. Right into the holidays. Burger King, along with Easy Car Sales, you got a chance to win a BYD 2020 Han EV. That's an electric vehicle.
Yes.
And that's you know, I'm big on that, man. I like electric vehicles. I think my next one is going to be completely electric.
Definitely
Gotta
a
save the
luxury.
planet.
Definitely a luxury sedan. And we're very, very excited to bring the holidays early to our consumers. We are partnering with Easy Car Sales on this promotion, and we're very excited to give away this all-electric vehicle. I mean, the Christmas holidays can't get better than this, Naughty?
No, man, drive it. And man, listen, red for the Christmas and drive into the season in the right color. And guess what? All you got to do is upgrade your favorite BK combo.
Yes.
It's not that hard to do.
It's listen, for the price of this vehicle, you can get this vehicle from a range, I mean, lower than $9. I mean, come on.
Let's put it this way. It's a $75,000 vehicle you can get for doing something you do anyways, right? Go to Burger King, have the best flame grilled Whopper that you like, your choice of what you want on it. And all you have to do is say, hey, I'll take a deluxe or I'll take a king. And you're in to win a $75,000 vehicle.
And
okay?
this vehicle, once won, you are getting a standard installation of a charger at your home.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you can charge it all the time.
You can charge it at your home and the comfort of your home.
And one charge apparently goes for like 385 miles. So you can drive to every Burger King and any other place you want to go.
Any Dunkin' is in between.
And get your favorite meals at Burger King. And think about this: you go to breakfast, right? Start your day the right way.
Right.
Get Burger King, Nassau. Get that croissant sandwich.
That croissant.
That's a good one, right?
That sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
Who doesn't need a medium coffee in the morning, okay?
Yeah.
So just upgrade to that medium coffee. It's a very low entry to get an opportunity to win such a beautiful, beautiful prize from Burger King now.
But what I want to stress is fill out the form, people. You
Yes.
got to fill out the form and make sure that you put your name and your phone number. Because listen, in my illustrious career, I've done some drawings like this, and we've seen some. I've had to put back winners because they didn't have the number.
Did not
couldn't call
complete
them.
the form.
Didn't complete the form.
Yeah.
And after, and it wasn't just one. Sometimes it was 2 or 3, and then you get to that 4th lucky winner, who God had chosen, and they filled out. They listened and they read and they filled out the whole form.
And we do require you to do a simple answer a simple skill question. It's a fill in the blank, okay? And you don't have to Google anything. Just remember flame.
Yep.
Flame grilled Whoppers. Okay, that's all you need to do.
Just put it on the receipt. It's very simple. We're only requiring that you put your name, a number where we can contact you for your win, email address, and you complete the skill question by just placing flamed.
It's that simple. And
why I feel like Saunders beats Burger King get beat bad when I get off my show.
And it should, because that's a good one. That's mine too, right?
Yeah,
that's
but
right on the way
Go
home.
to a location.
Hey, that's a little snack before I go home and eat a salad, okay? You know how that goes, right?
That's a quick dash down there, grab a little Junior Whopper on the way to Jokers,
And
foundation.
Just let you know, right? If you upgrade to the deluxe, let's call it medium or whatever, you get one entry in, right?
Correct.
They'll give you one receipt. Now, if you go to a large or a King's combo or get the King's Feast, you get 2 entries into it. So you get 2 separate receipts to fill out. And if you get the family deal,
You triple your
which-
chance to
Two
win.
chances.
Feeds the family
And
of
listen,
four.
that family deal is
Three
awesome,
meals.
man. I've
Yep.
gotten that on a couple occasions before. A little bit of everything for everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
happy.
Feeds a family of 4.
Mm-hmm. Just stay away from my little chicken joints, and y'all be all right. Y'all will get them burgers and leave the chicken for me.
Yeah, and so you only have
You
the
have a-
actual drawing is December 28th.
29 more days.
So they got right up until the 27th to get in and entered.
Yes.
And then every
The
time you go to
drawing.
Burger King, it's a new set of entries. Not just
Absolutely.
You're not just limited to one.
Right.
No.
So if you do a weekly Whopper, man, like every week when you go for your Whopper, you load it.
Listen,
Good to go.
Naughty, we have customers who are being strategic about their entries.
Oh, yeah.
They are going to Burnett Road, and then they're going to Saunders Beach. They are making their entries in at all of the locations, not
Right.
just one. So they're trying to be strategic with this, and they're having a lot of fun.
That receipt is valuable, man. Don't put it in the side and say I'm going to do this later.
Exactly.
Okay.
Do it right away.
On the spot.
And just to let you know that Burger King employees aren't taking your entries in, right? You have to go into the stores where there's a promotional box that you put it in yourself. And the reason we do that, we don't want anyone to blame Burger King employees that they didn't win.
Right.
We want you to we want you to put it directly
pick
in the
your own
box yourself.
poison. You put it in
do
yourself,
right?
you
So
know?
you can't blame them.
You fire you one shot. If you
There
hit,
you
you
go.
hit. If you miss, you miss.
There you go. So
Yeah, so we're very excited to see who the winner is going to be, but we want to encourage our consumers to come in. You get your favorite combo, upgrade to a deluxe king, or get a king's feast or a family deal and enter to win. I mean, anyone who wins this vehicle for the holidays, I mean, they should be just in so much joy, right? Because I feel as if every year I want a new car, but if I can just buy and upgrade a combo for an affordable price and win this car, I mean, wow.
Yeah, that car is definitely a good look. So I mean, I personally, I'm checking this. I'm actually eligible for this. So my entries
Absolutely.
go in there. You know,
Absolutely. And you know what,
My
Marty?
Whopperology will count for something.
You know what? It's red exterior, red interior. It needs a red driver. Okay?
Yeah, man.
Come on, Long Island.
Yeah.
Represent.
No discriminations. No discrimination.
Everybody would look good in that car, man.
Yes,
And everybody
definitely.
would look awesome in that vehicle.
And
so
even better, a Burger King customer looks better in this car.
definitely.
And it will be a Burger King customer.
Of
right?
course.
So get into your favorite
No one
Burger
else
King
deserves
location, all right? And you got for takeout or for drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so take advantage of that, and be strategic. Like Adira said, if you normally frequent, the Saunders Beach, why don't you try Village and Burnett Road?
Spread
Yeah.
the love. Spread
You
the
spread
love.
the love around. Or if
You
you're in
got it.
Carmichael, boom, check it out over there. Just boom, make it happen there.
Naughty, we have someone, a lady, she said that her daughter frequents one of the locations, so she lets her daughter put in, and then she goes to her favorite location and puts it.
I forgot about the one on East Street side that I had to do a baseball pickup the other day. And I rode by and I was
Yes.
smelling the room. I was like, man, I forgot about this one.
Yes, the
This is
newest
strate-
location.
This is strategically placed on
Yeah.
the pickup now. Coach needed to leave a little early.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
So-
So definitely, I'll keep encouraging it. We're going to push the promotion for you, obviously, each and every day in the 4 o'clock hour. That's what we do. But it's good to know because, like I said, this is another. Christmas always needs a car giveaway, man. And me, I haven't had a proper one in a while, and I think this one has come and filled that void with a great product. Everybody loves Burger King, and everybody loves a brand new car, like Bob Barker used to
Top
say.
shelf sports sedan.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just
You
not
could have
a
fun in
sedan,
that.
A sports sedan.
You could definitely have fun with that, man. So big up to Burger King and Easy Car Sales, and get in there, you Burger King lovers, and fill out the forms correctly. Enjoy your Whoppers or whatever it is that you enjoy at your favorite Burger King national location. Upgrade it, do it correctly, and win.
There you go.
You have until December 27th.
And they definitely gonna hook you up too. If you're in the car, you get your charger installed at home
Yes.
and all that good stuff. And they might even give you like a coupon in the glove box too for a Whopper and fries just to make sure you feel
You
good.
never know.
You never know.
And you could go to every single one of the locations on one charge. So come on, people, get to Burger King and enjoy the best burger in the business and get a chance to win.
There you go. I want to thank you guys for stopping by, man. We're gonna
Thanks,
get to the
Marty.
first break.
Thanks for having us.
And now you know what I have my snack when I get over there.
Not only you.
Yeah, man. Tell them I coming, all right? Tell them I coming. Tell them I'll be there right after 6, but 6:07, they'll see me. All right, so let's get to the first break, man. And on the flip side of the break, we'll be talking sports. Pearlie will be chiming in. We got, the NFL rundown from yesterday. We got some World Cup action to talk about, some NBA news. And, of course, don't forget the Final 10 going home today. It's Overreaction Monday with Rich Eisen. So keep it right where you got it. The Monday, November 28th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I used to think of the bank as my personal ATM machine. If I wanted a new car, new furniture, a weekend trip to Miami, no problem. Just max out the credit card or top up my loan. I was a big baller until I realized that 75% of my salary was going to pay back all those loans. Fidelity's personal financial coaching was the best solution. Fidelity gave me a plan with a debt consolidation loan that has a built-in savings that pays 5% interest. I now only have one low monthly payment plus money in my pocket. Give Fidelity Bank a call at 356-7764 in Nassau or 352-6676 in Freeport. Visit any of Fidelity's locations or visit a website at fidelitygroup.com.
Silent Games has a list of names who will get the cash. Yes, we brought it back. 20 gets you in, 12 is the win. Right now we'll put money on your book. You can have a very Merry Christmas. Island Games can take care of your wish list. 12 is a cash must with Hershey's Island Games. It's the game you know, with the friends you trust. You may play with them, but you win with us.
For every $20 deposit, you're entered to win cash.
Pumped for pumpkin? Indulge your pumpkin passion with Dunkin's pumpkin spice flavored coffees. Enjoy a Dunkin' pumpkin spice signature latte made with rich espresso, pumpkin spice, and vanilla flavors, all topped with whipped cream, caramel drizzle, and cinnamon sugar. Or try the new Nutty Pumpkin Coffee, combining Dunkin' Original Blend Coffee, hazelnut flavor, a delicious pumpkin spice swirl, and cream for a delicious nutty twist. Available hot or cold, Dunkin' offers the ultimate pumpkin coffee experience. The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
Talking Heads, the Monday, November 28th edition continues right now. We're up into the 5 o'clock hour. We're talking sports. 5:20 is the time. And right now, like I said, we got to deal with today in sports history. All brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. And Naughty Johnny's well-weather trip out there to the Old Fort Shopping Plaza Monday through Friday. Great for lunch and dinner. Then on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, great for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hey, can you bring me up in my headphones a little bit, Mr. Producer? I don't know, some kind of going a little haywire. There we go. Beautiful. Right there. So we're going to wait for Pearlie to zoom in. But like I said, today in sports...
Stay right here.
All
I've
right.
been here from a long time. Listen to you talk about Burger King and talk about my red car with the red interior for the red.
Oh, but you go winning.
Hey, ready?
You ready to
And
win?
I ain't ready to tell you.
I ain't gonna lie, Pearlie, you look good in that, you know.
That's your my red shade on. Why you look good?
Boy, you look good. So, you know? And then you got to put an S on the side. So when people sit, they can say, look at that S car go.
Really naughty?
That was a snail joke from Eddie Murphy back in the day. Come on, man.
I know.
Saturday Night Live. Come on.
I know it. That's why I said really.
All right, don't forget.
Watch that live.
Don't forget happy hour every Wednesday and Friday at Naughty Johnny's 5 to 7. All right, let's check out what happened on this day in sports, November 28th. In 1929, Ernie Nevers of the Chicago Cardinals set an NFL record when he scored 40 points in a game. He scored 6 touchdowns and kicked 4 extra points. 1948, check out this name, Pearly, Dippy Evans.
So before you go down, I would have loved to have him on my fantasy team yesterday.
Yeah, well, I was good. I was good in all 2 leagues yesterday. But you still in first place, though, brother.
Huh?
You still in first place.
Yeah, I know, but you know.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Go
I had to lay off the smackdown on a couple people yesterday. My boy Campy got me though. I hate losing to Dolphins though, but his team blew up. You know it's a bad Sunday when you score 140 and you still lose.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's one of them Sundays, and then you look back and say, projected out of 12 teams, you would have beaten 11 out of 12 teams this week with the points that you scored.
Yeah, but you beat the one.
God, I hate that. And he blew up because he had.
I am in family league, and I've been beating up on my sons, beating up on my nephews, and all that. And one of my in-laws puts up on me yesterday.
Lord. Oh, this the in-law got to do it. Yeah, that don't be an easy road to do as an in-law. You see?
So, we gave him a rough time trying to get it, but then I got some bad luck yesterday, some really bad.
All right, but back to on this day in sports history. In 1948, Dippy Evans of the Chicago Bears became the first NFL player to score 2 touchdowns on recovered fumbles in a game. I think that's still a record. 1969, the New York Knicks set an NBA record when they won their 18th consecutive game. 1977, Larry Bird was introduced as college basketball's secret weapon with a cover on Sports Illustrated that said, "The Hick from French Lick." You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. They picked him up, and Magic still embarrassed him in the NCAA championship.
Yes, Pearly. But don't take nothing away. Don't take nothing away. The Pigeon was a bad man. The Pigeon was a bad dude.
Yeah. Oh man, no, I would never. No, I have him. And
just because he was Magic's chalk, that don't mean he wasn't.
He's an all-time top 5, no lower than top 10 in the NBA all time.
Listen, I still say between him and Reggie Miller, they're the 2 best shooters I ever seen in my life.
I put Steve Kerr. I put Steph in there, but yeah.
Yeah, no, Steph.
That fade away. The fellow like tiptoeing off the floor.
Listen to me. If you still tell me right now, I got one dude to take the shot. To get me out of jail, get me out of the electric chair, get me off the life support system. Out of them 3, I got to pick Larry Bird, bro.
Oh, yeah, I give it to Bird. I
got to give it to Bird. And then between Steph and Reggie, that's an argument. Because the 2 of them, in their own right, could justifiably be given it. But Bird, over all of them. Because Bird can shoot it and hold up the one-hand finger sign, letting you know it's going in. You remember what he did to Detlef Schrempf in the shootout?
I remember.
Detlef Schrempf must have had like 22 points.
And then he would have double W in rebounds and triple W in down assists.
Yeah.
He could do it on any given night. And people just hated on Bird for one reason. I hated Bird for one reason by the name of Tommy Heinsohn. That's why I hated Bird.
Yeah, listen, but back to that thing with Detlef Schrempf, though. You remember now, he was trailing Schrempf. He had to go perfect on the last two racks to win.
I know, I remember.
And he did, and then he takes the money ball and shoots it, and he looks away and holds up number 1 and walks off back to the bucket as the ball goes in swish. The legend of Larry Bird, bro. The legend.
A lot of people didn't like it because they call him the Hick with the French Lick, but Larry had more Negro, more black in him than a lot of the NBA players. Larry was cool. Him and Magic really were good friends, Or really are good friends.
Hey, Naughty, the Dirty Bird was the original 3-point sharpshooter, and no one could talk trash more than the Dirty Bird. And that's true. That was part of Larry Bird's psyche. He would get into your brain, and he would talk you to pieces.
I think the only person who probably talked more than him was maybe Michael Jordan.
Now, Michael Jordan was another... Oh, God. Michael and Kobe, probably. Kobe could have put some trash talk on you, too.
No, Kobe come in and say, listen, I'm gonna double pump on you. I'm going to foot jab you. I'm going to take you to the hole on the right side. You ready? Hold on, you ready? And then Kobe would do it and take it to
And you know who Kobe learned that from? He learned that from the pigeon. He learned that from Larry Bird, because Larry be at the top of the key and say, "Hey, you see that 3-point line over there in front of the Celtic bench? I'm gonna dribble you way in the corner, and then I'm gonna fade away from the corner, and I'm gonna hit it, and y'all gonna go home a loser." And then he go do it, and then the bench would go crazy
every time.
Every time. And if it was in Boston Garden, it was that same spot in front of the Celtic bench, and it was money from the corner. Money.
Why'd you losing 5 or 10 pounds in that place with no air condition? And it smelled like onion.
God. I'm telling you, man, the Bird was, the Bird was the man. 1979, Billy Smith of the New York Islanders became the first goalie in NHL history to get credit for a goal. Smith was the last Islander to touch the puck before Rob Ramage of the Colorado Rockies put it in his own net. 1982, Ron Sutter began his NHL career as a Philadelphia Flyer. With his start, a record was set when 5 brothers all played in the NHL. His brothers were Brian of St. Louis, Darryl of Chicago, Brent of the Islanders, and Dwayne also of the Islanders. Ron's twin Rich signed with the Pittsburgh a year later to make it 6 suitors in the league at one time. Well, God bless the Suter family could play hockey, eh?
That's some, playing some serious family games, right?
2002, Michael Jordan announced that he would retire for the third and final time at the end of the NBA season. 2002, the Dallas Mavericks lost their first game of the season to the Indiana Pacers. The Mavericks had won their first 14 games of the season. And in 2002, Leanne Rimes performed at the halftime show of the Dallas Cowboys-Washington Redskins Thanksgiving Day game. Sports quote of the day: "The country is full of good coaches. What it takes to win is a bunch of interested players." Don Coryell, former San Diego Chargers head coach. And that's a wrap on Today in Sports History, all brought to you, of course, by Naughty Johnny's. All right, let's slide up into the home court, all brought to you, of course, by Burger King Nassau. We just spoke to the good folks from Burger King. You know that great promotion going on along with Burger King and the Easy Car Sales right into the holidays in that brand new car. All right? That BYD 2022 Han EV. Get in, upgrade your combo, fill out the form correctly, drop it in the box, and you could be a winner on December 28th. All right, let's check out the local sports scene there, Pearly. You got anything for me as we get in? Anything come across your radar?
I'm just excited about what's going to be happening Sunday night, coming with the Caribbean Baseball Championship. So
right, we're gonna have Teddy on this week to talk. Teddy's been busy, been trying to get in, but it's just crazy busy for him. The stadium's starting to really take shape, look really, really good. And
I drove past it today. It looks pretty good.
So hopefully we'll get to where we need to be with that, and we'll continue the growth. All right, local sports scene trio of presidential candidates hopeful ahead of the BAAA elections on Saturday. Rosamond Carey, Dawn Johnson, and Dramiko Archer. So the annual, AGM and election of officers for the BAAA is set for this Saturday.
So that's the former president and Rosamond Carey running against
for president.
Incumbent president.
Incumbent Dramiko Archer will be challenged by immediate past president Rosamond Carey and veteran throws coach Dawn Johnson.
Okay.
Now we got to see how it pans out and pays out. Now, Battle for Atlantis. The Vols win Battle for Atlantis just like I called it. I said it was going to be Kansas and Tennessee in the finals, and I said Tennessee could pull the upset. Well, they did. And in this tournament, they were the best all-around team. Kansas was a little sluggish. I think Kansas got taken to the wire too many times getting there. Opening round, NC State 80-74. That was a nail-biter. Then in the second round, they go to overtime with Wisconsin. And then when they played in the final, I can't tell you where to lie, Tennessee was waiting on them. And don't be surprised if you see Tennessee come tournament time make some noise as well. They are talented, they play defense, and they're long in the right spots.
Think so?
Yeah, I'm not saying they're gonna win it all, but I think they will make some noise in the tournament. Rick Barnes is a great coach, man.
He is a good coach. He is a very good coach. I like what they're doing, but I don't think they'll beat Kansas again if they play them one more time. I really don't think so. Kansas is the number one team in the nation.
I didn't.
Number two, they were they were number one seed in this tournament, right?
Right, number 3 in the country.
Number 3 in the country. I don't think they'll beat them again.
Well, I went on. I went on to say
North Carolina number one lost in the PK night tournament.
Back to back.
Yesterday to Alabama in 4 overtimes.
Yeah, I saw that. But listen, what I did say about Kansas, I said after a battle-tested season in the Big 12, they'll be tournament ready to go. This Kansas team that we're seeing now is not going to have any complexion of the Kansas team that we see later on in the year. Trust me when I tell you, Coach Self is going to have them more than ready.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But at this time, Tennessee was the better team. They were just ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, we got my good friend Michael chiming in. Michael says, "Hey, Naughty and Pearly, what about Pistol Pete as far as shooters?" Yeah, Pistol Pete was a showman. He was a magician. He was the trickster. But boy, and he could shoot. But boy, I still got to go with Larry Pigeon if my life on the line. I still
go with Larry Pigeon too. I think Pistol Pete to me was probably a better. Was he a better passer than shooter?
He might have been a better passer than shooter for sure.
But he was like Mr. Flash.
But he could score. Pistol Pete could score at will, though. He had multiple ways of scoring on you. So I can't tell you where to lie. Yeah, no, I still got to go with Bird. I still got to go with Bird.
I would go with Bird. Hands down.
All right, we got a phone call. Let's see what the caller got to say. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads. We got one on the bad phone line. Kermit, try one of the other numbers, caller. 325-4316, 325-4259. So, yeah, Battle for Atlantis definitely, again, and continuing to be the premier preseason tournament in all the land where the games do count as well. I thought it was a great tournament. And then the Bahamas settles for fourth in Santa Marta in beach soccer, came fourth overall, made it to the consolation round. You know, probably could have done a little better. Had some unlucky moments there. But nonetheless, still, in the top four isn't bad. And let's see what else we got. Still got some tournament games wrapping up.
I'm excited about the
Bahamas as well.
We still on what's happening here?
Okay. What'd say, Pearly?
Like I said, I'm like up 5 o'clock every morning watching World Cup. I can't believe I get to 5 o'clock and watch.
Oh, listen, man. Spain absolutely made me absolutely mad the other day. Brilliant goal early. They lead, for 1-0 for like 80 minutes of an 88-minute match. And then in minute 89, they let Germany score, the equalizer.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But I'm not too worried about Spain because
they're going to advance.
Two teams that I'm really looking at. Argentina got back on track. So they got back on track over the weekend and they won.
Correct.
Brazil is just being brilliant. And Portugal is looking real good. Portugal put it on Uruguay. The Uruguay played them pretty tough until about the 77, 78 minutes of the
And I'm surprised Uruguay has gone down because a couple of years back, Uruguay had an actually decent team, a very solid team.
But they're in a tough group. Ghana had a 3-0 lead and a 2-0 lead and almost blew the game, 1-3-2. Disturbing to me. Cameroon and Serbia went on the 3-3 draw, and of course, my boys, Brazil.
Trying to come back.
They did well over Switzerland. Switzerland played them tough though, which I expected. Switzerland played them tough, which I expected. So we had a good day. We had a good day of World Cup today. It continues tomorrow, and we got some more stuff happening tomorrow. Who's playing tomorrow? I gotta remember now, schedule, because I'm trying to play like I can know these things off my head. We got Ecuador and Senegal tomorrow. Then you got the Netherlands in the host country, Qatar. Then Iran and the USA, that should be interesting. And then Wales and England, that should be interesting as well. So there's some interesting games tomorrow. Wales and England, I love to see, they're on the same island. And then Iran and United States, two arch political enemies. So that'll be interesting to watch.
Pardon me, Burley. No, I think tomorrow's got some good games for sure. I've enjoyed all the games because every day you look at them and you say, boy, I don't know this one. And 10-1, the game you look at with the most judgment and the most doubt, I don't know how this can go, is the most exciting game.
Yeah, no, the games have really been good. What you expected from some teams like Argentina losing and and other teams with England. There were some key games, and there's some really good games. I mean, Brazil is doing what it's expected to do. Portugal is doing what it's expected to do. Some other France didn't, but they bounced back pretty good. So I'm excited, but I'm seeing some great football, and this is a good way to start the Christmas season, watching some good World Cup football.
I mean, this has been very entertaining compared to how it used to be. Because sometimes World Cup, the qualifiers would be, boring. But then when they got into the semis and whatnot, and the into the championship rounds, that was where it would pick up. But I must say the qualifying this year has been very excited compared to past seasons.
I think you see the game is growing, and more in a lot of the Western countries are getting into it heavier. So let's see talent grow and people put money into it. And let me tell you how great it is. Cristiano Ronaldo quit United. They had a mutual quit. Saudi Arabian team, I think it's the Saudi Arabian team, offered him $75 million a year for 3 years to come play in Saudi Arabia. Now you put that in your pipe and smoke it. $75 million a year to come play.
And boom. He better take them up on that offer.
He hasn't decided if he's going to take it yet. Because he's hoping that he has a good World Cup, and because he wants to play for Champions League team. He's hoping that a World Cup would draw him into a Champions League team.
That's awesome stuff, man. That's a payday.
So when we start talking about what LeBron and what Luka or what others are making, but Mahomes are making, the European soccer players, the soccer players are coming out of Europe and they're coming out of the Far East, they're making some good money, some really good money.
All right, let's get to
$75 million a year. Wow,
big time. Let's get to the second break there, Pearly. On the flip side of the break, we got our pro picks coming up. We got to pick some NBA tonight. We got to pick a big Monday night NFL game coming up. All right, and well, listen. Y'all only did what we did on Thanksgiving, man. Y'all only caught up. Everything good.
We sent a message to a team.
What message you sent to any team?
The defense starting. No, the defense.
You beat the Texans. Pearly. Pearly, catch your entire self. You beat the Texans. Me, you, and 9 dudes who drink beer from Chippenham could beat the Texans.
We picked them the pieces like we were supposed to. We picked them the piece that we were supposed to. Relax in the second half, but the defense is starting to catch up with the offense. That's what I want to say.
They did brace to it. Yes, they do. The only highlight I saw from it again, the only time I tuned it in was when Tua again. But I said, Jesus, they kill him again.
And that's why I said, you know what? We've been in this game. You don't need to be here. Come out. And let Naughty Boy get in there, who I tell Naughty he ain't quite ready yet.
Who? That's your boy. That's Mystery Dolphin Boy.
He only got my name. That's it.
That's Mystery Dolphin Boy.
Not my last name. He only happens to be a Thompson.
That's Mystery Dolphin Buddha Boy. He love up some Skylar Thompson boy. I think it's the Skylar.
That boy looked so bad. That boy looked so bad yesterday.
Hey, it's a long way from the preseason to
the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, he's
not the broadside of a barn.
He's no Cooper Rush, I'll tell you that.
No.
Let's go to the break, man, Mr. Producer. On the flip side of the break, we'll be doing the picks, all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. And, of course, the final 10 today, you know it is Monday. Rich Eisen and Overreaction Monday will take you home, all right? All of that's going down the pike on the flip side of the break as the Monday, November 28th edition of Talking Heads continues right after this.
Dunkin' lets the good vibes flow with their new Blood Orange Refresher, bursting with flavor. Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers balance bold, sweet blood orange with tart cranberry and a hint of fall spices for a fun twist on a much-loved flavor. Served over ice with either green tea or coconut milk, Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers are loaded with B vitamins to keep you feeling renewed and refreshed. What are you waiting for? The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
Refined style with elegant taste. Then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video. Wanna step out and look great? Then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste. Then fine threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
Naughty Johnny's restaurant can only be described as the experience you want to recreate again and again and again. Their motto is simple food done well. You're welcome into their home at Naughty Johnny's, where you can dine on crack conch fritters, and other Bahamian favorites. There's also an international flair that's guaranteed to offer something for everyone. Enjoy a good meal and listen to a live band on their patio Friday and Saturday nights, or brunch on Saturday and Sunday. Only at Naughty Johnny's restaurant in the Old Town Plaza, Old Fort. They're open 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. Naughty Johnny's, well worth the trip.
When I had got prostate cancer, my family didn't know if I was going to live at Cancer Treatment Centers of America. Within days, I got an appointment. They presented me with treatment options, and we set up a robotic prostatectomy. When my scans came back, there are no signs of cancer. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a part of the family. I'm going on with my life. It's a real gift.
Call us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
It's time to say hello to finger-licking good KFC bites. KFC chicken bites are freshly hand-breaded bites of premium white meat, seasoned with the Colonel's original recipe of 11 herbs and spices. These boneless KFC bites are made by the fried chicken experts and include your choice of mango habanero, buffalo, barbecue, honey mustard, ranch, or special KFC sauce for that grown-up taste you'll enjoy. Dip, dip, hooray! KFC bites, it's finger-licking good.
The Monday, November 28th edition of Talking Heads continues right now. 5:43 p.m. is the time. And let's check the docket there, Pearly. A lot of games on top tonight. You got the NFL game. Let's talk about the NFL game first and foremost right out of the break.
Yeah. Hey.
What?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I like the Colts. I like the Colts in that game tonight. I like the Colts in that game tonight.
I think I like the Colts too tonight. I think I like the Colts tonight. I
like the Colts in the upset tonight for sure. And don't forget, we doing the picks all brought to you, of course, by the Island Game. And don't forget, the Island Game's got that big slot tournament every Tuesday and every Thursday, okay? So take advantage of that. Got a chance to win. Don't forget the 12 grades. Christmas is starting as well, all right? But every Tuesday and every Thursday at 4 p.m., all Island Game patrons will be eligible to participate in this free entry tournament with a $1 rebuy option. Each tournament will be a standalone game with 53 minutes per day and up to $2,000 up for grabs. For more information, simply log on to theislandgame.com. All right, so who you like tonight? I like the Colts tonight, Pearly.
I like the Colts tonight.
Steelers secondary is suspect.
I like it to be an ugly game. But I like the Colts to win. I think Taylor will run wild on them.
I think maybe they contain Taylor, but they got enough protection that Matt Ryan could exploit that secondary of Pittsburgh. They got some issues going on. I think Michael Pittman shows up big tonight, and Paris Campbell as well. And I think the Colts get it done at home. And I'm leaning that way simply because it's at home. Let's check out the NBA. What's on tap tonight in the NBA? I don't know. Anthony Davis injured now for the Lakers. I knew it was only going to be a matter of time. He's got a calf injury. But here's what's on tap for tonight.
You think the Lakers still come in tonight without him? No.
Pacers and the Lakers. Lakers 7-11 though. After that 2-10 start, slowly getting back into respectability, you know. Pacers 11-8 taking on the Lakers 7-11 at 10:30 p.m. 7 p.m. games, you got the Hawks 11-9 taking on the Sixers 11-9. Timberwolves 10-10 taking on the Wizards who are 10-10. And role reversal at 7:30, the Hornets 6-14 taking on the Celtics who are 16-4.
Walk all over them.
We'll get to that caller right now. Also tonight, you got the Magic and the Nets, the Cavs and the Raptors, the Thunder and the Pelicans, the Rockets and the Nuggets, the Bulls and the Jazz, and the Suns and the Kings. Let's go to the phone lines real quick. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Who's this? You on that bad line, bro. You got to try us back on 325-4316 or 325-4259 and make it quick because we got the Final 10 coming up with Rich Eisen. But Pearly, you think the Lakers righting the ship?
They were looking pretty good. Actually, the Woody name, they looked not too bad. But I ain't saying nothing yet. I got to see some things up before I come to any conclusions of
right.
my Lakers.
Right. Let's go to the phone lines now. Talking Heads, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Let's make it quick. We about to hit the last break. What's going on? Who's this?
What you saying, Naughty? What's up, Pearly?
Hey, what's going on now? Mystery Dolphin, everything cool?
All is well. Listen, for what I saw last night, it looks like the Philadelphia Eagles coming out of that division. Okay.
From what I saw last night. No. Let me tell you.
Aria.
I would tell you why they're not going to come out of that division. They're going to lose. The Eagles not. I'm going to tell you this. They're going to lose 2 more games before it's all said and done. And they're going to lose. I'm going to tell you who could beat them. The Dallas Cowboys going to beat them. And another division opponent going to get them. The New York Giants.
You'll wake back up. The Giants ain't going to beat them either.
I'm telling you now. They're going to take 2 L's. One from the Giants. One from the Cowboys. And guess what? You could say what you want, Mystery Dolphin. I remember when I told you we was going to be 7-1 or 6-2 by the break. You told me I got long tail and long ears. I eat nanny and bark at the moon. But what were the Cowboys? 6-2.
Y'all looking good, sir.
All right? Now what's going on with your Heat?
But y'all ain't looking as good as the Eagles, though.
All right. We'll see. We'll see. What I want to see is 4 teams from the NFC East make the playoffs. And that could happen.
Yeah, I love how the Dolphins look, too.
Dolphins look good, too. What's going on with Bam Adebayo and the Heat, man?
Showtime. You ain't saying nothing yet, and we still got some pieces out.
You and these pieces. Okay? You and these pieces, like Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler's still injured. Jimmy Butler's out.
All right.
Come on.
So
that's the number one piece there.
So you say just hold tight and everything will be all right?
Yeah, just hold tight for a bit. I don't like how the Lakers look, though.
But Lakers 7-11. Lakers been winning some games.
7 and what?
7-11. They've been winning some games.
Russell Westbrook getting all kind of bloody nose and thing, and will come and fight the fella, accidentally knock him down. Accidentally.
Hey, Russ getting all his money's worth, man. He trying to get in limited minutes. He trying to get in all the action in limited time.
And then AD, the peanut brittle, injured again. When he come back, then LeBron James going out injured. They might as well go build one team by themselves and play by themselves, man.
I agree with you. And on that,
then one out, one is in, and then when one come back in, the next one go back out. What would they playing tit for tatty?
Yeah, I believe so.
I ain't trying to be funny, right? But I think Jimmy Butler's be able to quite as much as often as them do.
For real, for real. But listen, Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler ain't as big as them.
All right.
Come on now, Pearl. Jimmy Butler is not as big as LeBron James. His name, I mean.
Okay,
not
fair
as
enough.
big as LeBron James or AD.
Fair enough. But we got to get to the break on this one because we got Rich Eisen lined up. Good to hear from you, Mystery Dolphin. Chime in tomorrow. You too, bro. Be safe. Enjoy the game tonight. Pearly, have a good one, and enjoy the concoctions in the air fryer because I know you're going to chef it up momentarily.
Oh, yeah. We can do like, I got some pepper jelly. Put them over glaze them over some pork chops. That should be pretty good.
All right. Well, enjoy. Bon appetit. And coming up on the break, we got Rich Eisen with Overreaction Monday, man. Great stuff today. We'll see you tomorrow. Be good, Bahamas. And if you can be good at it.
Dunkin' lets the good vibes flow with their new Blood Orange Refresher, bursting with flavor. Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers balance bold, sweet blood orange with tart cranberry and a hint of fall spices for a fun twist on a much-loved flavor. Served over ice with either green tea or coconut milk, Dunkin' Blood Orange Refreshers are loaded with B vitamins to keep you feeling renewed and refreshed. What are you waiting for? The Bahamas runs on Dunkin'.
When I got prostate cancer, my family didn't know if I was going to live. At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, within days, I got an appointment. They presented me with treatment options, and we set up a robotic prostatectomy. When my scans came back, there are no signs of cancer. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a part of the family. I'm going on with my life. That's a real gift.
Call us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
That was horrible. That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction Mondays. Monday.
All righty. What do you have, Chris?
What's up, guys? We having a good day so far?
I'm feeling zero pain. None. What do you got?
The Jets can make the Super Bowl with Mike White at quarterback.
That's an overreaction. Come on,
Are you
pal.
kidding me? Number one fantasy quarterback yesterday in the pouring down rain. Imagine what he's going to do indoors this week
against
a defense that Mac Jones carved up. The back pages were going nuts, Rich. Did you see the back page headlines?
No, I have not.
In New York City this week. Oh, man, put them up, Mike.
The Great White Way for Newsday. Okay. White Lightning, says the Daily News. Okay.
And
very
the
good.
best of all, the New York Post.
White gold. White gold. Jets strike at Rich at quarterback as new starter shows metal, M-E-T-T-L-E, and blowout of Bears. I like it. And I love what Mike White did. I totally get it. And I want him to stay the starter. I will see him against the Vikings. And if he does well there, then we'll ride him.
I chose a much more positive overreaction.
No, I mean,
than
Super
going
Bowl
the
is
other way.
nuts, man. Super Bowl is a crazy supposition. Can it happen? Of course. I'm not going to sit here and deny it, but we need to see more out of Mike White. What Mike White has done, however, I mean, I've got an entire. You know what I'll do is I'll put it out the screen grab on at Rich Eisen Show on our Twitter feed. NFL Network research, top-notch research staff, the number of record-setting facts from Mike White through the minimal amount of starts that he's had for the Jets, and then also what he's done in his starts for the Jets are first ever and first ever since a long time. And what he has shown is to Zach Wilson, this is how it is done. This is how it is set up. And if you do it this way, it can be done this way. And you also might have a skill set outside of what Mike White has that we would love to tap into, but you got to do this stuff first.
Imagine if he had played the first 3 games instead of Flacco.
Well, Flacco did well enough. You know, I mean, he went 1 and 2. You know.
Do you think Zach ever starts again for the Jets?
If Mike White plays this way, I don't think so. How does that sound? What else you got over there, Chris?
Nobody wants to win the NFC South. Nobody. Nobody wants to win.
That's a good overreaction.
Nobody wants to win it. It's just the awful, terrible.
The Saints, every time you think they're out, the Bucks and the Falcons pull them back in.
Even the Panthers aren't eliminated. They're still officially alive.
Can we just let Tom Brady go for it on 4th and 2 and start calling timeouts with the time ticking down as opposed to being concerned that what if Brady throws an interception that he hasn't thrown in years, which is tie game, less than 2 minutes to go. Come on now.
Is Sam Darnold like the Mike Myers of quarterbacks? Like, this guy's back from the dead again.
What else you got over there?
You like this one, I know. It's not really an overreaction now. The Bengals are going to win the AFC North.
I think that's the case. I do. I think we're seeing it. And you're already seeing the Ravens have already handed it to them because of their so-called easy schedule. And there are no, it seems, homecomings on the schedule. Certainly when you're going down to Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence is playing the way he's playing. And for some reason, somebody in Jacksonville decided to take the full body off of Jackson DeVille and give somebody who has no body fat a suit and a skin-tight suit and a thong.
What was that?
I don't know. Just thank God that guy didn't go in the pool.
Hey, now.
At any rate, I definitely think the Bengals are going to win this division. I said it before the season, and I say it now, even though they do have a tougher road than the Ravens from here on out. But that looks like a great game, 272, right?
But to win that game yesterday
18.
with no Mixon and no Chase, man, that was really impressive.
And that's a big boy, take your hard pills and buckle up type opponent. Yeah. What else, sir?
Based off last night's game, the late game, the Packers, it's time to shut down Rodgers and play Love the rest of the year.
I think so. I would do it. If I'm Green Bay, I would do it. I mean, you're 4-8.
They're not eliminated yet.
They're 4-8.
Yeah, but
I mean, it did not look good.
I mean, he said he needed to come out of the game because he thought he might have broken ribs and he couldn't breathe. I understand he's a gamer and he wants, and he doesn't want to leave his team out there. I totally understand that. I respect it. The guy is a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever do it, back-to-back MVP of this league. They're 4-8. They're 4-8. Come on, man. You're gonna.
So for 5 games, we're just putting them on the bench.
It's yeah. And I also would understand if he wants to stick around there. Don't. If he wants to pull a bit of the Favre right here and say, don't let the kid out there. I understand his total desire to also go against the team that he has quote unquote ownership of. And if the Bears can't play Justin Fields and Tremor Sivian is the one that's going to be hosting him next week, I get he wants to be in there. And then there's a bye. If you want, let Jordan Love go beat the team you own, take a bye, and then come back for the last 4 if you think 5-8 can still do it. I don't know. I totally understand why he wouldn't. But if you're Gutekunst in the front office, you don't want to give Jordan Love a 5-game role here?
For what, though? Like we said, Rodgers can't go anywhere. They're stuck with him.
Let's take the rest of the year off.
What else, Chris?
Also last night, and look, Jalen Hurts is awesome. MVP candidate.
Where are you going with this?
Obviously, the Eagles are rolling. Here's what I don't like. Jalen Hurts running this much, not sustainable. 33 attempts in his last 2 games. He's going to take some big hits, and he's really putting himself at risk by running the ball this much.
Well, I mean, as you know, who he's going to be running at is Tennessee, and I would say let your running backs take a little bit of the beating. But he is so good. He is such a threat at that position. He is such a difference maker that, and he's still young, man. I hear you.
Robert Griffin was young. Michael Vick was young. Lamar Jackson.
I wouldn't change a damn thing right now.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't change a damn thing. How do you change anything? You're the first 10-win team this year. You were the last remaining undefeated team this year. You can't change a damn thing. You just do your thing, and he's such a difference maker. And that's the other thing, too, man. You don't take your difference maker and take the ball away from your difference maker. I still do not understand why the Tennessee Titans do not put Derrick Henry on the field when they're in a so-called 2-minute. What are you doing? Oh, okay, so Hilliard runs a better route. I get it. But Hilliard can't run away from people and also create business decisions that everybody turns down. So do not take your best player off the field, and do not take the ball away from your best player when he does something better than most. What else, Chris?
There's some weird stuff going on in the desert, Rich. The Cardinals, they already regret the Kyler and Kingsbury extension.
Man, I don't know if you put those in charge under sodium pentothal if they don't agree with you.
What's going on there?
I don't know.
Kyler's post-game comments talking about the scheme was F. Like, what was that?
His body language is just terrible. You just get the sense that, I don't know. It's dicey to say these things because you're not in the locker room. I'm not in the locker room.
Well, we're watching Hard Knocks. We're kind of in the locker room.
I see it. I know. There's just something off. And then the ball comes out really well when Colt McCoy is throwing it and you're on time. But obviously Colt can't score touchdowns like the one that Kyler did yesterday.
No way.
Right? But how sustainable is it that, run around, and then run in? I don't know, man. There's something off and something missing there, and I don't know how you fix it. And you're not fixing it this year. You're 4-8. And if I'm saying the same thing about Green Bay at 4-8, that you're done, this team is done too.
Yep.
And they have got a lot of prideful veterans on that team. I don't know. It's tough to call that an overreaction right now. But I don't have the, finger directly on the pulse, directly into that locker room or that front office. They got to believe that that's the combination. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel.